Hey everybody, Brett here, and day 263 of my carnivore journey. And today I'm thinking about setbacks. So throughout this journey of mine, I've faced several little setbacks, right? So lose a bunch of weight and then gain a little weight, lose a bunch of weight, gain a little weight. And then there's periods like this week where my weight has been effectively static. I think I'm technically up just a little bit this morning from where I was on Monday. I think maybe a half to 3/4 pound. And that's after losing a little bit during the week. And this is one of the reasons that people always say, forget about the scale, don't weigh yourself on the scale. So I understand it. I understand the perspective of not stepping on the scale and not worrying about that. But for me, the scale is objective, right? There's no, well, I feel a little smaller. Well, these pants don't feel as tight as they were before. Weight is weight, right? Now, whether it's fat, muscle, water, right? That's debatable. But if I try to drink water consistently, I don't do anything different exercise-wise, and I really don't exercise. Excuse me. I really don't exercise much at all. So I'm not building a bunch of muscle. It should primarily be fat. It's falling off. So, but my weight was up today. And I said something to my wife about it. I said, I'm 235 now. And I was 233, right? Yesterday I was 234. The day before I was 233, right? Day before that I was 234. Day before that I was 230, whatever. So I'm right in that little range, right? A couple of pounds up and down every single day that's natural. That's normal. But I've stuck to my diet. I've stayed to plan very, very well this week. Tonight, got my nice, pretty shirt on. I already took my tie off, but had an event tonight and decided to have a bourbon. So I had 2 bourbons. But other than that, I've stuck to the plan very, very well. The one thing that I didn't do, and I didn't realize it while I was doing it, that was I didn't drink all my water. So it always seems kind of counterintuitive to me. I drink more water to lose more weight. But if I'm ingesting more water, the water's got to get out of me in order to weigh less. But the water is also a transit method. So when I'm burning fat, generating ketones, right? That fat has to get out of you somehow. Well, it gets out through urine, and you need water to do that. So you need water to flush all that stuff out of your body. So I made a very good point today to drink my water. I use a Yeti water bottle. I believe it's 26 ounces. And so by 10 o'clock this morning, I had drank 3 of those. I've subsequently drank 3 more. So between 6 and 10, I drank 3. And between 10 and 10, I drank 3. So I slowed down on the consumption because all of a sudden I realized I was in the bathroom a couple times already. And the first ones were while I was working my job. And then I actually hooked up my water last night for my sink. I had a little water leak. So I had to fix that. So I actually cut my day short today. I only worked half a day and fixed my water leak. I didn't properly tighten some connections under the sink. Took care of it. But I slowed my water down because I was busy, because once I did the water, then I worked on the island. But that's ready to fasten to the floor now. So that's good. So I think the moral of the story for me is the setbacks are going to come, and I just have to deal with them, right? I have to understand that it's part of the process. I hit my 100 pounds down in August. Here we are in October, end of October. It's now November. Today's November 1st. And I'm less than 100 pounds down, right? I've gained a little bit back. So it's something that's going to happen. I've got to find a good way to deal with it, a good way to understand it. The scale thing is it's still in my head. Like, do I really want to stop getting on the scale? And what is interesting too is, and I don't think I've mentioned this, but the scale that I use had like a cellular connection in it, and I'd step on the scale and it would shoot it up to the internet through the cell connection into the application, and then it showed up on my phone. And I really liked that because I had every single one of them, right? Excuse me. If I got up in the morning, weighed myself, done. It was there. Weigh myself and then take a shower and then weigh myself again. It's there, right? Weigh myself in the afternoon. It's there. They're all there. Hundreds. It's 263 days of carnivore, but there was a little while there where I was weighing myself a couple of times a day because my weight was dropping so fast. I was like, ooh, if I go to the bathroom again, I can weigh 0.1 pounds less. And I was kind of like all about that. So that is part of a service through my insurance, or through my old insurance. The service ends this month. So it's no longer going to work. So I've been looking at new scales that won't have a cellular connection because I'm not going to pay for that, but it'll have a Wi-Fi connection so that it ends up in my app without having to actually make sure my phone's on and Bluetooth is connected and all those things. But I like having the data come straight into my phone. And I say that to say, well, I'm getting a new scale. I can change my pattern. This would be a good time to change my pattern because the new scale that I'm looking at is a body composition scale. And I have one of those, but I don't trust it. It never weighs the same twice. Like I'll weigh myself within 5 minutes 2 times. It doesn't weigh the same. So it's not consistent. It's not accurate. So I'm looking for a new one that's more accurate, or at least more consistent. In my mind, if a scale is off by 5 pounds, that's terrible. If it's off by 5 pounds every single time, that's fine. Because at least it's consistent and I can work from that number. But this other one it's different every time. So I can't deal with that. So I'm looking for a new one. It's body composition, and I may start doing a weight once a week. It's going to be a big step for me to do that, but that's kind of where I'm at right now. So should help me in that I don't get frustrated day to day. It might hurt me more because after a week, I figure out that I've not done the right things during the week, and now I'm up even more. But I think that's what I'm going to do. I just have to lock in on the final decision for which scale I want. Get a really, really nice one for a lot of money, or a really good one for a medium amount of money. So that's really what's coming down to for me. What do I want to spend? So, but that's it. I face these setbacks. You're going to face setbacks. Everybody faces setbacks in a diet journey. That's why you can lose 100 pounds and still weigh the same as you did a year ago, right? Because you lose 100, but you also gained 100, right? You just didn't do it all at once. And right now I'm at the point where I've probably lost 150, but I've also gained 50 in that process. So I just need to work with it. I need to figure it out. But that's where I'm at today. I'm at 235. I'm dealing with my setbacks, but I am still happy. I'm still motivated, and I'm still going carnivore. I'll talk to you tomorrow.